To those of you watching, welcome to UBC's Imagine Day. My name is Cariad. I'm a recent UBC Biophysics graduate. I graduated in 2021, so very recently.
Hi, Juliet.
Hello, Erin. When did you do biophysics?
So I guess I started the program in my second year, which was in 2002, and graduated in 2006. Biophysics is an option in the physics department that allows you to combine many of the prerequisites you need for medical school, but also a lot of different biology courses into a physics degree to give you a comprehensive and broad basis for pretty much any science career or degree you'd like to pursue afterwards.
What I liked about the program is that I felt like I still had access to a really wide range of courses and topics within both biology and physics that I don't think one really gets access to, either in terms of what you're kind of allowed to take and what you have the prerequisites for in just biology or just physics, but also in terms of what was accessible information to me personally.
I wanted to do a program that was about figuring things out. I was not interested in rote memorization. I wasn't interested in trying to understand a specific area of expertise. I really wanted to have an underlying set of tools that would help me to problem solve for pretty much anything in the future. So like while we studied a lot of different science courses that gave us some background and context, the underlying physics degree basically taught us how to figure things out. I started working in MRI, doing my first co-op placement with Alex McKay here in the Department of Physics, and learned about MRI. I then went on to do my honors thesis and my master's thesis, also at this group, so that really gave me a solid foundation so that when I was ready to do something new, I had a very solid, comprehensive foundation that was built on the biophysics program, which fed into the Masters of Medical Physics beautifully. It was very well prepared for that. So I did a master's in medical physics, and then I went on to do my PhD in Switzerland at the University of Bern and the ETH in Zurich. And yeah, it was awesome. And I got to join a very technical group there and learn more about MRI hardware and the components of the system. But what was very interesting is after that I returned to UBC as a postdoc in neurology. So on one side, working with engineers, and then working with clinicians. More recently, I'm in a position that's called the Philips MR Clinical Scientist. So I'm in an industry-sponsored position where I make sure that all the research groups who are using our Philips MRI scanner are acquiring the best data to do their research questions. So I have to know about all of the technical details and specifics of our scanner. I also sometimes write new source code for the scanner called patches, and I patch the system to enable new functionality. But I also have to talk to clinicians. I work very closely with neurologists and psychiatrists to find out what are the research questions they need to answer. Why is it important for their patients? At the end of the day, what we want is new information or new clinical trials or new imaging protocols that are going to, at the end of the day, improve the lives of individual people.
So now I'm doing, just starting a master's in physics at UBC. So I'll be working with Sabrina Leslie, Dr. Sabrina Leslie, in lipid drug delivery systems. So similar to the COVID vaccine delivery system, specifically with like mRNA vaccines and how those can be used, how mRNA and lipid delivered drug systems can be used in different contexts, and how we should understand and be studying those in a physics and biophysics context, which I think is really cool and not something that I, at the start of my degree, would have thought would be a biophysics thing, but there really is. I think any problem in biology can be approached from a biophysics perspective. So that's what I'm doing now. Hope that answers some questions and gives you lots to think about. And the biophysics community at UBC is really great. It's pretty broad and wide-reaching, and there's some really cool stuff happening at UBC and in Canada and around the world. So yeah, it's a really fun and inspiring field to be in, I think.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, well, thank you.
Bye.